How's it going, Internet? How's it going? I just thought I'd appear on camera here for just a quick second and let you know that this is the pilot for a new series I plan on doing, and it's not going to be a huge deviation from what I've been doing, fair warning, but the topic at hand has changed a little bit because you know me, I talk about movies, I talk about TV shows, I talk about Netflix on this channel here a lot. And I decided I wanted to do something just a smidge different, and I'm looking for something to kind of fill the void that the cancellation of It Came from Pluto TV has left on this channel. So I started looking towards some of my other interests, and one of the first things that came up almost instantly was audio dramas. And audio dramas are basically what we call radio plays by today's standards, because nobody has a radio anymore as far as I can tell. Everybody just uses their iPhone or their Android phone, or if you're like one of the 3 people on Earth who still has a Windows phone, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's audio drama. We call it an audio drama, but they're not all like overly dramatic and soap opera-ish or anything like that. Some of them are actually just straight up comedies, but audio drama, near as I can tell, seems to be the umbrella term. And I wanted to talk about some of the audio dramas I've gotten into lately, and some of them are good, some of them not so much. And audio drama is a medium that basically follows the 80% rule like everyone else, so that's to be expected. But I wanted to talk about some of the audio dramas I've recently listened to, and I want to share my opinions, and I want to share my experience with you guys, and that's basically what this show is going to be about. And if enough people like it, if enough people view it, if it gets the attention that I'm hoping for, I'm definitely going to be making a lot more of these. I have already gotten this one recorded, and I did plan on making at least 2 others for sure. You know, much like my Netflix rule, I make about 3 episodes of something. So if it gets the response that I'm looking for, I might make more of these. But for now, this is basically just the pilot phase. So, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have an audio drama you think I should check out in the future, by all means, recommend it in the comment box, and I'll pay a visit to Stitcher, or if it's an audio drama on CD only, I'll look around Amazon or something like that, you know. Let's just do this, okay? Okay, so thanks for watching in advance. Let the show begin.
Tonight, Bill, I knew.
Today we look at the audio drama The Veiled Monarch, or as I like to call it, The Veiled Monarch! I'm sorry. Ever since I saw the Venture Brothers all those years ago, I just can't hear the word monarch without imagining that dude in the butterfly costume, and it's a weird little quirk I have. The Veiled Monarch is a crime drama that follows 2 police officers and their various connections and friends in the supernatural world. They investigate crime, they deal with like the politics of the various supernatural creatures like vampires and werewolves, etc. It's an interesting idea for a show, I'll say. Perhaps not the most original idea for a show, but as Shakespeare once said, nothing is new under the sun, so it's not really the originality of the premise so much as what you do with the premise that got me interested enough in the show to check it out. And I'm kind of torn at this point. On one hand, I really want to get invested in the world because it has a really interesting idea. You know, like, I really like the underground politics of the vampire world, or like the werewolf world, and how werewolves and vampires kind of coexist but not really, and etc., etc. You know, this is the kind of stuff I love when it comes to supernatural stuff like this. I always like this, and I kind of hope that this show would be a lot better than it actually was, because well, how do I put this? I try to show mercy when it comes to audio dramas because not every audio drama is made by the world's greatest sound engineer and the world's greatest acting troupe. I have actually sat in the studio and watched as like randos from college recorded their own little audio drama, and so not everybody's going to be a good actor, so I try to show some leeway in that regard. And yet at the same time, I can clearly tell people are reading from cards in this show, and it really takes me out of the experience. I've also noticed that there is like considerable distance between lines sometimes. Like, okay, they don't always do it, but more often than not, it seems like I'm listening to a conversation and there's like gaps between lines that I really feel like needed to be sewn up and taken care of in the editing process, and it doesn't feel like a natural conversation as a result. Add on the fact that you have people like, I'm terrible with actor names, but she plays Caitlin, and then you got the guy who plays the werewolf biker, and guys like this, they're clearly reading from cards, and it's not the greatest experience, it doesn't really help immerse you in the universe, I feel like. Oh, but then you get to Vincent. Dear God, Vincent. I had to coin a new phrase, as far as I know, about the style of acting that Vincent decided to go with, and that style is what I like to call chewing on cards. Because until I heard this guy's performance, I didn't think it was possible to simultaneously chew the scenery while reading from a card, but somehow the guy who plays Vincent found a way to do it. This is my boy. I'm very proud of him. I am so disappointed in you right now, Harry. How could you possibly want to be a werewolf? God damn it, I am so angry by all the situations going on here right now. Every single line is read like this, and I can't tell if he's doing it on purpose. It's kind of hilarious. Unfortunately, this isn't a hilarious show, which only further takes me out of it. And it's really disappointing too, because the people who write this show clearly want you to think Vincent is the best character in the show, like he's the most badass of the show or what have you, because they actually made a spin-off series that I haven't looked at yet called, well, I say looked at like you can actually look at an audio drama, but you know what I mean. They made a spin-off series called The Veiled West, and it's basically a Wild West story with Vincent as one of the main characters, and it's like, do I really want to listen to another show with this guy? I mean, he chewed on the cards from this show. He's probably going to chew on the cards from that one as well. And I'm not even into Westerns all that much. But I'm getting sidetracked here. Overall, I give The Veiled Monarch an A for effort. This is clearly something that people are trying to get to work. And I appreciate the effort. And it has some good ideas, I think. And it really should be a lot more interesting to me than it really ended up being. Unfortunately, I am very aware of the fact that I am listening to a play, if you know what I'm saying. And that kind of takes me out of the experience. So, regretfully, I have to give The Veiled Monarch 2 hats out of 4. And that's going to do it for this week's audio drama review. If you like what you saw, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you have an audio drama you think I should check out, leave it in the comment box. I would love to expand my horizons a little bit and see what's out there. Until then, be sure to check around the channel for more Tommy Teal Hat flavored goodness. I hope to get more of these audio drama reviews out there as soon as I can. Until next time, folks.